If you live in Arizona, in or around the Phoenix area, and you're considering bankruptcy, you'll love this tip from Christy Thompson of ArizonaLegalAdvocacy.com.
Do I need an attorney to file bankruptcy?
Oh, that is, again, thank you for that question. I'll be honest, no, you don't. There's so much information on the Internet, you could easily prepare your own bankruptcy. There's no requirement. The court doesn't require that an attorney represent you. But here's the kicker. Should you have an attorney? My answer is absolutely. The reason being is that we are, I believe, just a great bunch of people that like to do things ourselves, and there's nothing wrong with that. But where you can run into trouble by doing your own bankruptcy is not knowing all the little details. And I see this a lot. When I actually attend meeting of creditors with my clients, which is something your attorney will do with you, that, again, if you're representing yourself, of course you don't have that added sense of protection with an attorney at your side. But where I see the biggest problem is when people attend their meeting of creditors on their own and they've prepared their own bankruptcy. A lot of individuals don't recognize the fact that they actually have to attend that hearing. They don't appear. And the end result can be that their bankruptcy is dismissed, which means their debt doesn't go away. The other thing that I see is they haven't prepared the petition properly, or they've had assets that they could have protected but weren't aware of it. The biggest thing I see all the time is individuals who have too much money on hand. And surprisingly, the bankruptcy court believes that anything over $150 is too much. Now, we always plan with my clients, so I can give them advice as to how they should spend their funds and what they should spend their funds on. And as you know, Cindy, the bankruptcy court looks back 90 days. And so when I'm assisting my client preparing their petition with them, we look back as well to see what's in their checking account, how they spent their funds. That way, they always look, and they're in the best light in front of the court. And unfortunately, clients who prepared their own petition, they don't have that advantage. They don't have that information. So a couple of things can happen. They fail to appear at their hearing because they're unaware. As a result, their bankruptcy is dismissed. They're still stuck with their debt. Another option is the bankruptcy court can take assets that they weren't aware that they could protect. For example, a car that has too much equity. Maybe they've paid off a vehicle and they weren't aware of the limitations. Worse yet, they were behind on their home. They filed the wrong chapter. They weren't able to protect the house. The biggest mistake I see is people who haven't filled out the petition properly. The court penalizes you for that, and they will charge you fees in order for you to correct it. And, of course, it's on you to correct it. So those are all the things that I tend to see as a problem. People tend to list their bankruptcy improperly. They will confuse their mortgages or not put them in the proper schedule. As a result, they may lose their home into bankruptcy, and that wasn't their intention. So those are the things that I can look out for my clients, and ultimately you may be paying those same fees that you were trying to avoid by not hiring me through the court by the things you've either lost or the changes you've had to make. So I really suggest that if you're considering bankruptcy, go with an attorney who's experienced. Go with an attorney that has handled hundreds of bankruptcies. We have handled close to 700 bankruptcies since January. We file a lot of bankruptcies, and as a result, we have a lot of experience. I don't suggest doing it yourself. Hire an experienced bankruptcy attorney. They're going to have the answers that you need.
Thanks, Christy. We appreciate you answering our questions. If you have specific questions for Christy or would like to find out more about filing for bankruptcy in or around Phoenix, Arizona, visit Christy's website at ArizonaLegalAdvocacy.com.